From the very beginning, the idea was to study a population of individuals that were recognizable, that is, individually known, so we could build life histories for each individual. The idea being that that gave us, extra power to ask questions that couldn't otherwise be asked and maybe provide better answers.
I think it as a Jane Goodall chimpanzee type story, because it's that many years and that much dedication, that much individualized knowledge. Yeah. And it's really a one of a kind.
The number of large mammal studies where you have the same person going out and doing the same thing year after year since 1979, so this is 40 years. It's amazing. There are virtually no projects like that. It's just a real privilege to get to work with someone, who has amassed all this data, but has also, has all of this insight about the animals themselves that only comes through watching many individuals live their entire lives from birth to death, with careful attention to what is happening with those animals. It's sort of an amazing thing.
In 1900, there were hundreds of thousands of bighorn sheep in the state of Montana. Today, we have about 6,000 left in the entire state. Domestic sheep carry a disease called pneumonia, and it is easily transmitted to bighorn sheep, and it wipes out the whole herd within a few weeks to a month.
So we had this all-age epidemic in the summer, fall of 2016, in which we lost 90% of the population of some 230 animals. In 2017, no lambs survived. In 2018, no lambs survived. And a population can't continue, obviously, without reproduction. So we're in this situation where we're looking at this population blinking out if we can't get some of those lambs to survive.
People in biology, just like he is, have read our papers and haven't sort of gotten it. Yeah. Jack got it right away. Yeah. And he started coming up with questions that were really worthwhile listening to and directions to go right away. And that's he became convinced that we were onto something with a better understanding of the cause of this disease.
There's the data, but I think there's also sort of more knowing the organism, the creature. You can collect data and you can sort of condense the animal into a table of numbers, but the really fun part, I think, is or the really substantial part of it is coming away with a really deep appreciation for the animal and what they do is extraordinary. Here we have a population of bighorn here, and it's typical of many other populations. They coexist with mountain lions. They bed down every night, without walls, without a flashlight, without weapons, and yet and they're surrounded by creatures that want to kill them, and yet somehow for the most part, they make it. They're extraordinarily skillful. They're extraordinarily athletic. To watch what happens during the mating season, the battles between rams and the interaction between the sexes, what they do is beyond anything we can imagine physically. So an extraordinary animal. They just put their heads down and try to work through whatever problem faces them, whether it's predation, or weather, or us. They just keep trying. And so I think, for me at least, there's the data, and that's important, but then there's something beyond that. There's something deeper that comes from studying the same population of individuals for a very long time and just looking at them.